Not many people thought it was going to come at the freshman congresswoman, at least one in particular, who has burst onto the scene after she beat Joe Crowley in New York.
That's right. The story this morning alleges that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's chief of staff ran a $1 million slush fund by diverting campaign cash to his own companies. We're learning this from a complaint from the National Legal and Policy Center.
There he is in the backdrop there, by the way.
Right. He's a
psychiatric body.
Big fortune, Silicon Valley, and worked for Bernie Sanders' 2016 campaign.
It is alleged that his companies appeared to have been set up for the sole purpose of obscuring how the political donations were used. And we've got a soundbite from Tom Anderson from the National League. And he says, I have never seen a more ambitious operation to circumvent reporting requirements. Representative Ocasio-Cortez has been quite vocal in condemning so-called dark money, but her own campaign went to great lengths to avoid the sunlight of disclosure.
That's the group that filed this complaint yesterday with the FEC. The reason for this is apparently, you have the political action committees, and he had two of those under his name. He established these two, and there was $885,000 in these PACs that was moved over to private companies, which he also controlled.
Right. It's all about disclosure. In PACs, you have to disclose money, but then when it's a private company, nobody knows where the money goes.
That's right.
Right. It went to a brand new company called Congress LLC, a company that, unlike the PACs, is exempt from reporting all of his expenditures over $200. And this is way over $200. So Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was asked about that, and she diverted.
We should be talking about taxes, 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 and his bank account, his bank account, his bank account, his financial statements, because that's where I think actually some of the most troubling practices are.
What? So that's a case of bad timing. On the day where it is alleged that her chief of staff diverted this cash to his private companies, she's talking right there about how the House needs to focus on President Trump's finances.